the shooter himself or herself, we really can't know until authorities give us the definitive word on that. At any rate, the shooter has been taken down, and that the urgency of the matter has passed. A live report now coming from the scene. Let's listen.
Guys, I've been talking to some witnesses who do not want to go on camera, but one told me that, as you've been saying, the shooter is a woman, and that she apparently killed herself after what they believe shooting her boyfriend. We don't have any confirmation from police. Police are being very tight-lipped. I believe you said that the San Bruno police chief is going to be actually holding a presser and putting out the fine details to this. But from what I'm hearing from witnesses, A, the shooter was a woman, B, that she may have taken her own life after shooting her boyfriend. We do not know what precipitated the violence, though, guys.
Jesse, do you know how these people know this information? Did they witness any of this?
A lot of these people are witnesses or very close to the shooting scene when this all went down, but I don't have direct knowledge as to whether they know the woman, etc.
And did they say anything at all about her relationship to YouTube or the boyfriend's relationship to YouTube? What's the connection here, do you know?
I haven't gotten that. I'm guessing that one or both worked at YouTube, but I don't know, because as we said earlier, there was some kind of a private party or function at the YouTube headquarters, and so maybe that's how she was able to get in. But again, I don't have the exact tie between YouTube and the shooter, but we're still working on it. Yeah.
And Jesse, whenever you talk to these people, did they describe themselves as YouTube employees, or again, as you say, just people in the area who witnessed some of the chaos that ensued?
A lot of these people are people who were in the area, who witnessed the chaos, who were close enough to either hear the rounds or see people running or help people to safety, etc. So that's where we're getting a good portion of our information. A lot of the YouTube employees are the ones you saw who are walking out with their hands in the air to show law enforcement that they are not a threat. And that's the standard procedure these days.
Sure. Jesse, I just want to go back to something.
2:31 in the afternoon now. Marla Tea is here, coming to you from the Fox 11 newsroom to give you an update on what we can tell you what's happened in the Bay Area at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno. You've been listening in to our network coverage and also our sister station up in the Bay Area, KTVU, and their live reporting. That's Jesse Gary there currently giving a report, and here is what we can tell you at this hour. That multiple people have been injured in what was deemed initially first called in as an active shooter situation at YouTube headquarters, just a massive campus just south of San Francisco in the Bay Area. The good news at this point is no longer is there a threat to the public, because there are reports that the shooter, reportedly a female shooter who opened fire at potentially some sort of a party inside YouTube headquarters, has been taken down. Multiple people injured. San Francisco General Hospital, which is a level 1 trauma center in the Bay Area, not far from where the shooting happened, and also Stanford Hospital, confirming that they have taken in multiple patients as a result of the shooting that happened shortly after the noon hour there at the YouTube headquarters. So again, we are also hearing reports that this female shooter may have turned the gun on herself, taken her own life. So again, no longer a threat to the public, but employees there are still being searched one by one at the YouTube headquarters. I mentioned a massive campus, about 200,000 square feet. That's what you're seeing here via the aerials. Some 1,700 employees on the campus. Of course, there are still a lot of unanswered questions, but again, the headline is that a shooting happened at YouTube headquarters, multiple people injured, at least one person dead. The numbers are still premature here. All right, we're going to get back into network coverage, but also tell you that we are waiting for a news conference to get underway in San Bruno to hear from the San Bruno police chief and also the San Mateo County Sheriff's Department, the sheriff there in the Bay Area. I also want to mention that you are watching Fox 11 News special coverage at 2:33 here. So as soon as this news conference begins, we will bring that to you. In the meantime, we'll listen back to our network programming.
One is in fair condition.
Alden, did that person give you any indication on how many more patients might be going to SF General?
We asked that question. He would not elaborate. He just said there are more patients coming. We've been out here for about an hour almost now, and we haven't seen any additional cars or ambulances coming here. We're about 9 miles from the actual scene, so we would expect to see more coming at that time. And of course, when we find that out, we'll let you know. But again, he said a new press conference will come at 3:30. We'll bring a surgeon out here to give us detailed information.
Yeah, Paul, and again, I know that they're sort of working all of this out, but did the person say if the man, the 37-year-old man who's in critical condition, if he had been shot more than one time?
I would not elaborate on that. We asked him a lot of those questions. He basically said that he wouldn't give us those details. He'll actually have the surgeon come out and give us the details.
Okay.
But he did say, like I said, the man is in critical condition.
All right. Also want to thank you, Paul. Also want to point out that we had been told that the San Bruno police chief was going to have a news conference at the bottom of the hour at 2:30. It is now 2:34. They still may be getting all of their information together. But so now we can say at any moment we expect to have a news conference from the San Bruno police chief to tell us what's going on. So now, Heather, as we look back and kind of reevaluate where we're at, it appears we have a female shooter who was at the YouTube headquarters or some kind of celebration or event inside the building, and apparently she had targeted a boyfriend. This is all from information that is getting passed on to our reporters at the scene, and this will be vetted by the police chief here momentarily. But apparently she was targeting her boyfriend, and the boyfriend was shot. We don't know that boyfriend's status at this point. Several other people were shot, as you're hearing from Paul Chambers and earlier from Maureen Naylor, where there are 3 to 5 other victims that were taken to Stanford. So we're now at least 6 victims suffering from gunshot wounds. And then the shooter, the woman, apparently shot herself. And we know that the San Mateo County coroner has been called to the scene, whether or not it's just for...
And let's go to the news conference. Let's listen.
And what I'd like to do is just give you a quick briefing and a timeline of what we know now and where we're at this point. So if you'll bear with me.
This afternoon was kind of strange. Then, so you understand, these women are because these young girls, they're lost. You know what I'm saying? They're not that they're lost. They're not lost at all. They know everything. You know, but they're just a little confused. You know, because ever since Clinton lost, so people are still affected. You have to understand. People are still affected by that. They're really affected. That was people were not expecting that. That was some serious. That was some serious. We call that upset. So the women hate being upset. Alright. We back. Yeah, behind these prison walls. You know. Time is there's a time and place for everything, you know? I mean, there's time and place for everything. You know, when I was coming up, I just see these older people, these older brothers being developed from like just I could see them I was just look at them. They look like they just coming from prison or something. It was like brought to this place to show me something. I'm talking about like, I'm like coming up from like, birth, you know what I'm saying? And as I was growing up, I would see black people, you know? So I didn't realize that this was all white folks. You feel me? I didn't know that this is all white folks. I thought this was all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how they brought me around. It could be one street or two streets or a block or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You would drive places wherever we drove to was niggas, my niggas, you know what I'm saying? So I was just comfortable. Not realizing, nigga, you behind enemy lines, you know what I'm saying? On a psychological note. Not a physical note, because we Marines, random, what you gonna do? Got Marines over there with your guns and all kind of stuff. You go to war, guess who got all the ammunition? Vietnam, this gotta be in the, come on. That's another story. So when I see the two reporters up there lying their ass off, trying to be me, you know what I'm saying? These cats older than me. They're that age where I used to look at them when you know what I'm saying? Some of those guys, a lot of those guys are still around. They just pretty much let the women have it. But the women came and fucked everything up. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't let them fuck it up. They still fucked it up because, come on, the women, you know what I'm saying? Sugar, spice, everything nice. So, that's another story. No, but so anyways, they had to come back, right? So they working, right? So these older cats coming there and trying to make shit that they try to learn. So I'm like, okay, you gonna sit there and say this, say what again? Even if it was true, or a lie, or whatever, nigga, you don't get up there and say that shit. You get up there saying the truth, nigga. So they brought another nigga in, a little lighter, you know. This let America know that if you don't, those dark niggas are those the ones that teach us the truth, teach us how to be, you know. So he went lighter. It was another nigga. He didn't say shit. So I didn't find out what really went down until later. Actually, you didn't listen. You never know. Okay, you never know. But the point I'm trying to make is the first brother that got up there talking this they know the person who did this, another person. They start naming names. That's investigation, nigga. You saying what the police wouldn't say, nigga. The police wouldn't say that, and they're the police. So the police ain't gonna say it. Why would you say it? Especially if you don't know what happened. You're a reporter to report stuff that's happened. You see that's happening. Not stuff that you think is happening. You sound like you knew it happened like that, nigga. So you sit there naming these people into so that if it hopefully it don't happen, hopefully it didn't happen the way you said it, because if it did happen, you just name everybody accessory. They don't need a lawyer. You take people's jobs, stay in your lane. That's what see what I'm saying. That's what he did. He doing me, but he didn't come to me. See, he didn't come to me, and you know what I'm saying. People stood there, they feel like, oh, we can just do ourselves, nigga. So if you're looking at a black, more dark skin type of war between white, if it's
if the middleman can't be used anymore, and they gotta go heads up. Talking about the completely white Caucasian and the completely dark black or the first man. You got so many damn names, man. Why can't we just say the first man and this white man? You know, anything between that, just gotta deal with it. What side you gonna pick, nigga? You gonna pick the white side? You gonna pick the black side? You gonna pick light or dark or light, light or dark? Some say that's an easy question. What's easy? And who's the some? Tell you, it's a cold game. This was this game is coming down to. You know, so they try using women, the women. That's the devil, nigga. The devil came there and she was since she was deceived. You know what I'm saying? Well, not she was deceived. Man wasn't deceived. She was deceived. Man, that's what they say. Men don't really get deceived. We don't even play. That's why if we start playing, if you start playing around and try to do this, they consider you they consider you like a homosexual, dog. They consider you on that section. You just a faggot. That's what faggots do. So that's why they try to hide behind homosexuality so they can do these sins and orchestrate their sins in peace. So they have an excuse. Because whenever you do because when you do gay is supposed to be considered to be trying to be a female. That's what females do. Females think of it. They're the ones who is deceived for the devil. That's why the Most High God punished them, gave them punishments through stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they got us. That's what they got us thinking and believing. It was a punishment for them. But how you know it's not a punishment for us? And how you know it's not even a punishment? How you know that it's not even? How you know it's even a punishment? You know, how you know this? How do we know this? I mean, does it really make sense? We develop stuff from it to make it easier. But the animals do the same shit. You watch them, they do the same thing. They do it more naturally than we do. They know what to do. A plant knows how to grow. All you gotta do is be watered. It's gonna grow. Maybe not grow the best that you try to chemically make it, but what's better? You never know. See, they use these words for trickery. These trickery words. It's just trickery. Trickery. The words are trickery. Come on, think about it. So I use simple words, you know what I'm saying? Let people know, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on so they won't have to waste their time. Because maybe sometimes people need to waste time. Maybe it's better if that person wasting time instead of being, you know, maybe give kids stuff to try to kill them or kill themselves or whatever. That's just the way the society got them. Sometimes people are forced into things. Or they threaten people. They threaten you or whatever. Oh, do this or I'll kill your family, kill your loved ones, kill whoever. You know, just do stuff like that. You know, and they ain't gotta say it. They could probably just do it just because it's a code, the code of justice stuff that's been going on since the time. Since wartime the war was created. It's war. You gotta understand war to understand really life is all about. And you do understand war because you're living during war. just understand that. I mean, you ain't necessarily gotta, you know, worry about it, but just understand that it exists, you know. Because people just say anything, you know. They sit there and try to sit there talking about, you know, what people said and what they heard. You think you know what you're doing? You open up. If this is true, if this matter is even true that he did or she did have a boyfriend there and she was getting her videos and or something, or maybe they were doing something they shouldn't be doing from rules of staff rules. I don't know, but maybe they're not allowed to mess with the people who are their who they're working with. You know, it might be some kind of protocol type thing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but why would you sit there and get involved in that stuff? If we don't even know if she's even dead, dog, we don't know if it's even a woman yet. There's steps to be made to carry a story. I learned that from when I was boxing, and I used to get interviewed at Fort Sill Base, Oklahoma. I was talking to this lady that was talking. I was asking, she was trying to interview me, right? But I wanted to ask her about her job. You know, I was curious to know how does it work. You know, before I start telling you about my business, so I want to know, you know, what the whole deal is. So she let me know before how the steps are made, how they carry a story on and on and on. So she let me know that we lie and it's misleading information. So the only way you're going to keep a story going on and on forcefully is to lie. You know? So that's what I did. I told them, you know, who my mother and father was. Like, you know, and that was 1990. I came back from All Army camp. So what happened was, I went to All Army camp. That was last year. I was doing my military. I was gonna be let out that following end of that year, and I made it All Army camp. Not that they let me. It was like I forced people wanted to go. They didn't want me there. So I just wanted to experience it. You know why can't I mean I sit there fought undefeated record and everything. Only reason why I lost back in America because people were just so damn different, and I saw the light. So I just didn't really care. I went through the motions because everything was just so evil, you know. So I was just going through. I mean, my spirit was just. I mean, I just lost my spirit just kind of like this. Oh God, when your spirit sees something, you have to go back to where you came from. That is so. I mean, and that's what and I didn't even know I didn't even know what I was gonna do it now. You know, just understand. You know what I'm saying? I didn't find out I was made in Compton until last year. So we're talking about back in 1994. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot. That's a few years. You know what I'm saying? So I went back there. You know, now like sit there going, okay, you know, say what y'all would. I mean, listen, how are you gonna sit there and tell me that I can't go to the next division because the guy, you know, I was supposed to fight Golden Gloves, but I meant the fight stopped the fight. They stopped the fight, you know, and they stopped the fight, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't even hurt, I just slipped because, you know, I had some of these, my shoes wasn't real high tech, you know what I'm saying? And it was slippery and I slipped, you know, and fell against the ropes, you know, but the guy, I mean, he hit me, but it wasn't hurt me. And I just got up and came up and he don't stop the fight. I was just getting warmed up, you know, and I was in shape, you know what I'm saying? But I knew I had to keep moving. But so they put that slippery water over there, so I slipped. You know, they know what they doing, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want me to go to they want me to go to gloves, you know what I'm saying, for the army. So I ended up going anyway for the state of Oklahoma and Kansas together, and I took the sportsman award. That was like third place, the best fighters out of the runner up, and that's the tournament that Floyd Mayweather was in, his first tournament. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but he won the whole thing. I made it to the semifinals and lost. But yeah. So sometimes you just gotta. I was just going to a direction where people just didn't seem that it was kind of odd for me to go to. I was going so the further it's like I would always go for I would always go towards that side where where it's just totally opposite of you. So I mean it's a cool game.